Yes, I'm late. Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome to the live. I'm glad you guys are here. I want to discuss all of this stuff that is going on with Alex Murdaugh. I want to discuss Gabby, the YouTuber that's missing. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm doing this live. Excuse me. I'm back in the second bedroom again. My dad's in the living room. My boyfriend's in the living room, and they're watching Western. So I'm relegated to the other bedroom because my dad is in my room. So let's see who's in the house. Susan Dawson, sassy girl, welcome. I know you're modding another chat. If you don't have to mod in here tonight, you can go do what you were doing. Hi, Sarah, welcome. Hi, Elizabeth. Ooh, let's see. I'm not drinking Snoop tonight. I'm driving tomorrow morning. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Maria. Hi, Lisa. Positive, was it? Positive. Paula. Hi. Hi, Dion. Hi, Dion. Oh my God. Hi, Tina. How are you? And my phone is going off in my ear. Colleen with the K. Welcome. Hi, Holistic. How are you? Sherry, sweetie, I see you. Welcome, welcome back. Hi, Mod 361. Hi, Debbie H. Hi, Debbie Chavez. How are you? And I'm glad you are here, Debbie, because you're going to help me out a lot tonight. And let's see, everybody's in the house. Okay, guys, there is so much going on with this Alex Murdaugh case. It's driving me nuts. Hi, Kevin. How are you doing? Hi, Sal. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So there is, hi, Nevi. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, my God. Hi, Laura. How are you? So yesterday, I did an update on Alex Murdaugh, okay? There is so much going on with this man. So I was just speaking to Debbie, as a matter of fact, in the DMs, and we were going over some stuff. So I don't know if you guys actually caught the little short update I do. I do like little pre-records and I put them out. But with this Murdaugh case, we're looking at, what is it? Stephen, Gloria, Maggie, Paul, now almost 4.5 murders that's occurred within this family. We don't know how many other cases he may be involved in. So first you had Gloria Satterfield, who was the maid. She had been with them for like a decade or maybe over a decade. Oh, no, I get to have my bedroom back. I get to have my master bathroom back. I get to have my living room back. My dad has been with me for 2 weeks. He has been spoiled rotten. I just popped him some popcorn. And now I will, after I leave this live, I'm going to take a nice hot bath. I'm going to be ready to go in the morning. We went to the grocery stores today. We went shopping today. He had me out all day. So, yeah, so Alex, okay. It's just too much. Stephen Smith, who was killed in a hit and run accident that was rumored to be having a little escapade with Buster. Don't know how true that is, but that is the rumor. He and Buster were seeing each other. And supposedly, hi, Tina Elaine, supposedly the brother Paul didn't like that idea. Now, it was the maid, first of all. Let me get with the maid. I'm sorry. Hi, Sly. How are you, sweetie? The maid, Gloria Satterfield. She tripped and fell in the home. Alex took responsibility for this accident. He even set her up with his friend that handled the wrongful death suit. Yes, Wednesday, the coroner sent a letter to the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division saying that there was never an autopsy performed on Gloria's body. Normally, you don't get a death from a trip and fall. I said that all along when I heard it. I'm like, okay, this reminds me of the writer who adopted these two girls who their mother had a trip and fall when they lived where were they, in Germany, and he adopted the daughters, and then his wife had a trip and fall like 6 years later, and she died. She fell down the stairs. So they paid off the coroner. Could be, but the new coroner is stating, and it's a female, that there was never, despite what they've been told, there was no autopsy performed. And I said that in my update. I said, anytime there's an unattended death, unless this patient has been deathly ill, you're on hospice or whatever, and the doctor's aware of your condition. They they did. Yeah, they've been 80 years in this little town, and they've been running the show. So there is never a time when they don't do an autopsy unless you have a medical history of illness or heart disease or something like that. So there was never an autopsy performed on this lady at all. Then you hooked your friend up as their attorney, and he helped them to settle a wrongful death case against you. What kind of bully shiggity is that? What is this? What friend? I'm an attorney. Your mother fell in my house. I'm going to get my attorney friend, who I've known for years, to help you to sue me for a wrongful death claim. And you get awarded $500,000, or you settle on $500,000, but you never paid out. You never paid these people the money. So the family, it has put in did another lawsuit because they never got the first $500,000, never paid them at all, never received the money. They don't have their mother, they don't have the money. Okay. So, oh my God. Yep. No autopsy, no nothing. So then she was the first one. Then you have Stephen a year later. And guess what? He's hit on a road down the street from your house. Nobody heard nothing. Nobody saw anything. He's hit. Left out there, he died. Stephen's gone. Gone. Buster's rumored to be having an affair with him. Then, oh my God. Okay, my 361, you can come on panel. You do not have to show your face. You can come on panel, but that's up to you. So, okay, then you have Stephen. Then we find out, then Paul, drunk as a skunk, along with his friends, his brother Buster, gives him his ID to use so they can go get liquor. They go get on a boat, and Mallory, innocent bystander, thrown from the boat crashes, thrown from the boat, she dies. They find her body, 5 days later? 5 days later, death number 3, 5 days later. So then Mallory's family, this happened in February, Mallory's family issues a wrongful death suit in March. Okay. Paul, who was the driver of the boat, is shot. He and his mother shot and killed. Him and his mother shot and killed. So that's 4. Now, the dad, and I played that 911 call, huffing and puffing, He's all upset. He found his son and his wife dead. They're bleeding. My question is, how do you know to go to the kennel and find your family members? How do you know? Well, it's a Buster. That is his son's nickname. Don't do that. How do you know to go down to the kennel and find your son and your wife? Now, people were saying, and they kept telling me, oh, they were really after Paul, but the wife was collateral damage. No, honey. No. They were after both of them. We're facing another wrongful death suit. Now, Mallory's family sued. They sued Alex, Paul, who's now deceased, Buster, the brother, who's supposed to have been having a little tete-a-tete with Stephen, and then Parker Convenience Store, who I understand they have zillions of dollars because they served them liquor and they knew they were underage. Anybody can see that Paul does not look anything like Buster. Let me just show you this damn picture so we don't get confused here. Paul and Buster do not look anything alike. So you mean to tell me you go show this ID and people are going to believe that you're this? Where is Paul and Buster's picture? Oh, shoot, darn it. Oh, here we go. Here's the family picture. There's Buster. There's Paul. There's the evil looking father. And there's the wife. Maggie, Paul, Alex, Buster. Now, who would believe that Paul was Buster? Have no idea. I damn sure don't believe it at all. So, yeah, he looks like his dad. I'm sorry. So, my whole thing is, no one in their right mind is going to take that ID and look at it and go, oh, yeah, that's him. So, but they use it in a different county, my understanding. So, it was another county where they bought the liquor from. But same time, Mallory's lost her life. So we had Maggie, Stephen. Oh, no, was it Stephen, then Maggie? Oh, I forgot the way it went. One was 2015. I think it was Stephen, then Maggie. And whatever they found at the scene, which HS Inc. SC told me they found something at the scene with Paul and Maggie. And then my 361 told me that earlier too. They found something at the scene. They're not releasing it. That's why they opened the investigation up again about Stephen's death. So if Stephen died first, that means that Maggie probably heard something, saw something, knew something. That's what I'm thinking. And then you have Paul, who's got him involved in another lawsuit, wrongful death. Then you have the wife who's looking to hide the assets. And she hires a forensic accountant. That tells me she probably found out that Alex had been stealing this whole time, that Alex had been taking things out of the business. That's what that tells me. So I by no way believe that Maggie was collateral damage. I believe Alex is behind everything. And I do believe, and I said it to Debbie earlier, I believe that Curtis Edward Smith, who was just in court, and I showed you guys that, he was released. He had a $5,000 bond for the meth that they had on him. And then he had marijuana, which he was released on his own recognizance. So then Hampton County picked him up, where they transferred him to Hampton County. I think the other one was, I forgot what county. He was arrested and went to trial in, Forgot what the other county it was. But then he was, oh, this is crazy. So then once they got him out of that, he was picked up by Hampton County, if I'm not mistaken. It's Collier County and Hampton County. Debbie, I'm sorry you were timed out. If that happens again, go out and come back in, okay? It's called a Google bot. Thank you. Yes, Colleton County. And then that's where he was. He got the $5,000 bond on the security bond for the meth charge. Yes, I see you, Debbie. I see you. I see you. So he got $5,000 security bond on the meth charge, and then he got a personal recognizance on the marijuana charge. So here's the thing. Alex has represented Curtis with his disability and a speeding ticket. They have known each other for years. What I'm thinking is that Alex, and I talked to someone earlier, they're thinking I talked to Debbie, and then I'd also talked to Mod 361. I'm thinking that Curtis is the dirty, he's the hitman, because this is the man that Alex provided the gun to shoot him while he was changing a tire on side the road, which the shooting went wrong. And all because he wanted to leave his son Buster a $10 million policy. Yes, and Curtis is his dealer. But let's not forget, Alex's lawyer said that the dealers have been charging him too much. They have been taking advantage of his addiction and charging him too much for his drug of choice. Well, I think the dealer is in there to make this, for death investigations now. So Alex was charged with conspiracy. Oh, let me share this. Look at this man's eyes. Let me share this picture because he scared the hell out of me when I saw this one. So let's see. See, Maria, I'm thinking, why hasn't he knocked off the oldest son? Probably because the oldest son hasn't done anything. That's what I'm thinking. That is exactly what I'm thinking. There he is. Look at him. Let me take this down. Oh my God, Colleen with the K, thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Let me take this down so you guys can see this man. This is Alex, the dad. Look at him. 53 years old. They're from a South Carolina legal dynasty. Look at him. And let me just, hold on. Let me get back here. So let me just play this. Let me turn this sound off because I want you to hear what they have to say. Let me just turn this sound off. But that is Alex, the dad. Look at him. I am just, what do you guys think? Look at him. What do you think? I am so serious. And according to his attorney, his attorney is saying that, that his addiction, his opioid addiction exacerbated because of the dire financial straits, and the death of his wife and his son. So no, I don't think so. I think Alex is behind everything. Oh, but get this. When he went to court, they gave him a $20,000 bond. Really? $20,000, but he was released on his own recognizance. They give it, and then he was actually flown back to his treatment center. It's an out-of-state rehabilitation center. That's some damn privilege right there. That is privilege. That is privilege. Okay? So I don't know what court is going to, you turn yourself in, you go in, you get personal recognizance, you're released, and they give you a flight back to your rehabilitation center. And they just took your passport. That's all they took was your passport. That's it. Now, was Gloria and Stephen both killed? I mean, died in 2015, or was one in 2015 and one in 2016? I think Stephen was first and then Gloria. Stephen was first and then Gloria. That leads me to believe Gloria knew something. You had a trip and fall in the house? No, 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 no. So this has been over 87 years. This family has run rampant. They have run rampant in this South Carolina town. What do you guys think? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I didn't see this one. Thank you, Sly. Hold on, let me find it. Thank you so much. Awesome work. Keep it up. I don't believe in this is not a coincidence. These are murders. Stephen was killed, then Gloria. Gloria didn't trip and fall. I'm sorry, she did not. Unless you fell down some steep ass hills, unless you did a Tom Girardi and you fell out the car and kept tumbling down. No, I don't believe that's a coincidence. Not at all. I don't believe it. So Stephen, Gloria, Mallory, Paul, Maggie. Oh my God, that's 5. Wait a minute. Stephen, Gloria, Maggie, Paul. That's 4. Oh, Lord. I thought I was going crazy. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing a death. And then Alex was, somebody tried to shoot it. Then they were trying to say that it could have been Gloria's family who was going after them. Why would Gloria's family go after them when all they had to do was sue them again? Then they tried to say that it was Mallory's family. Why would Mallory's family go after them when they have a pending wrongful death suit? Paul, at the time of his death, was facing 3 felony charges. Then, the night of the boat accident, I'm just going to say this, the night of this boat accident, Paul called his dad before he called the police. Why are you calling your dad? There's an accident. When the police got there, they said that they were severely intoxicated. Intoxicated. Why in the hell would you be on the boat? And if we're not, let's see, Buster gave him his fake ID. Well, gave him the ID, and Buster gave him the keys to the boat. So yes, Buster should be. I did not know that night until Debbie and Renee. I think Debbie and Renee told me. Okay, so one was in 2018. Okay. Oh, they both were in 2018. Okay. Ooh, was it 2016 or 2018? I'm serious. This is sad. This man, but wait a minute, I didn't tell you. So when Curtis was transferred to Hampton County, he got a bond of $55,000. $55,000. But you have the mastermind, Alex, who gets $20,000, but he doesn't have to pay it because it's on his own personal recognizance. Now, his next court hearing, I think is October 25th. I think that's what I read. October 25th. And I told you the coroner has requested to open the case of Gloria Satterfield. She died in, she was 28. Hold on, guys. Let me get my notes. I'm trying to remember. 2018, I think, because Renee just told me that. 2018, she was after Stephen. And I told you the coroner said, no, but the death was listed as a natural death from tripping and falling. Are you kidding me? That is not natural. My 361 said it. They paid off the coroner. Do you think they're going to look into the investigation from the previous coroner they had there that put this down as a natural death? This man is evil. He's disgusting. And he deserves everything he gets. Oh, Renee, wait a minute. See, I've been oh my God, Maria, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And I just saw Renee. Renee, thank you. That's Sly. Where's Renee? See, I'm trying to keep up, guys, but I'm in my train of thought here. I'm sorry. There we go. Renee Evans, the mom and son knew about. Ooh. I'm thinking, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Either Alex did it or he had Curtis as his hitman. Because Curtis just is not going to go, okay, all right, I'm going to shoot you in the head. That just doesn't happen. I think Curtis has been used as his person to get rid of his problems for a while, because don't forget, that's his dealer. And if you saw Curtis in the courtroom the other day, you saw how this man was shaking. You saw how he was shaking. So he's got some type of drug problem. He's a dealer. Dealers are not supposed to use their own stuff. They're really not supposed to. If I was a dealer, I would not be using my own stuff. I'm just saying. But I can't do drugs. I'm scared of even needles. Hi, Queen of O'Hara. Hi, Katie. Oh, my God. So what do you guys think? I want to know what you think about what's going on with this case. I really do. Because there is no, and I'm going to be like Maria and everybody else in the chat, there is no such thing as a coincidence. There's too many deaths surrounding this one family. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say Alex Murdaugh's family. Too many. It's a very interesting case. Yeah, he did it. Thank you. Oh my God, wait a minute. Look, all I can say is he was hurt I'm right. What do we think it was that they found by Paul and Maggie's bodies that led them to open the case about Stephen again? What do you think led them to open that case again? Yeah, he shouldn't get high off his own supply. Every day is something new. And I'm being told that something new is coming next week. I can't say what it is. I'm going to wait. But there's some new stuff that's coming out next week. And I can't wait for it. Because this man, if I had to be on he's guilty. He did it. Now, what do we think Buster know? Only Brian is missing in the gap. Brian is missing now? Yes, I wanted to discuss Gabby too. Okay. So Brian's dad actually flew out, if I'm not mistaken, and I heard that before, and then my 361 told me this tonight earlier, that Brian's dad flew out to where Gabby and Brian were, and then flew back in. So you remember I told you that Gabby's mom said she hadn't had any conversation or FaceTime with her for from the 23rd to the 24th. She couldn't remember when. Well, at first they thought that Brian had something to do with the two missing women that were on their honeymoon, because they had a little altercation, and I read about it, and I'm reading about it now. They had an altercation with them in some bar. The lady's name was Crystal Turner, and the other lady's name was Kayleen Shaw. They were found dead in August. Well, the police has now come out tonight. About 3 hours ago is when I got this. Well, when I got in, I just read it before I came live. They had nothing. They're saying that those two cases, the double murder, the double homicide, has nothing to do with Gabby's case at all. This is what they're saying. So I'm trying to figure out what led them to believe that, but they're saying that now there is no connection with that double homicide to Gabby, because the two women were found, SHOT to death at a campsite. Okay. They had told them, the friends of the newlyweds told police the two were afraid of a creepy man they had noticed. So they were thinking that Brian is a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance, because no one seems to know where Gabby is, and they're trying to nail down a geographic area. But they said the last time she was seen was in Mount Trenton, I think. And that's the last time she was seen. The cops also said that witness noticed they were fighting. Brian tried to push Gabby out of the car, and he did manage to get her out the car, but she ran around to the driver's side and she climbed over him. He was trying to get her to take a walk and cool off, and she didn't want to do that. So, but I'm being told that they're suspecting that Brian was the one that took a selfie of himself to try to act like it was Gabby, that took the picture of him, and he's the one that sent the text message on the 30th. That's what I'm being told. I don't know how true it is, but I also saw where Brian's sister says that she has not seen her brother since he returned home. So what do you think has happened to Gabby? What do you think has happened to Gabby? I mean, seriously, what do you think has happened to Gabby? I think he did something to her. I don't think she was eaten by any bears or anything else. I think he did something to her. He either strangled her, they got into another altercation because the cop said that she was having a mental health break. Me personally, a cop, you see a female, and if you saw the video that I sent, let me see, can I find it so I can play it for you guys? You can see this girl was clearly in distress. Hold on a second. I have it. Let me pull it. So you can see this. She was clearly in distress. Clearly. Thank you, Colleen with the K. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Okay, let me get this. Let me share this. Let's see. Where is Gabby at? I think this is this one. Sheriff. Okay, let me see if this is the right video. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the right one. Hold on. Let me get this for you. Let me play it. She was completely in distress.
Lemonade renters.
Oh God, I don't want to hear that. Okay, I have to let the commercial play. So just hold on a second so you can see for yourselves. She is in distress. And I'm trying to figure out, why wouldn't you take her someplace? Especially when the witness said they saw her slapping him and doing everything else, and him pushing her out of the car and trying to lock her out. You see, she's in distress. Why didn't you just take her someplace?
Woman whose fiance returned from a cross-country trip without her. Newly released video shows what looks like the aftermath of an argument between Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. The body cam comes from Utah police officers who questioned the couple. Petito's parents are demanding answers from Laundrie's family. After all, he returned home to Florida alone. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, has more on the search
just
for Petito.
Beautiful. Look at her.
Of a troubled cross-country road trip.
We've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
In police body camera footage from August 12, Gabby Petito seemed distraught. She and her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, had just been pulled over by police in Moab, Utah, after a possible domestic incident.
And you were me in the car before, and then
Why when you were in the car? Because you
told me I
girls.
need to calm down. Yeah. I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time, and he really stresses me out.
While Petito sat in the back of a police cruiser,
why wouldn't you take this
Laundrie
young
spoke
woman
with
somewhere?
officers nearby.
So you pushed her and she hit you? She was, I was like, wasn't like a push when she jumped on me. She was already, I don't know, she was already swinging, and I was pushing.
Neither were charged with the crime, but they were separated for the night.
I think our plan.
Okay, so they were separated for the night. Why wouldn't you take her someplace else? It's heartbreaking. I'm just... Yes, I'm sorry. It was two different kinds of bullets from two guns. As far as Alex and as far as Maggie and Paul, it was two different guns. So do you think that Curtis had one and he had the other? Or maybe Curtis had a friend? But I'm thinking Curtis is going to talk. Yes, they separated them that night. They definitely separated them that night. Definitely separated them that night. And it's heartbreaking. You look at her, you see she's in distress. Why would you take him to a motel room, leave her with the car when she should not be driving in that state? Wait a minute. My best friend said he has controlling and he was jealous type. FBI has listed him as missing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on a second, Renee. Let me find you. Thank you for the super chat. Paul and mother were with the hunting dogs. One of the dogs was sick. Paul was on the phone because of a sick dog. Wonder what person. See, I was thinking that maybe somebody said they wanted to come see the dogs because they were hunting dogs. They wanted to rent them or lease them or something. Or you know how you get them on a hunt and went to go pick dogs. And maybe Paul went down and then his mom followed him. But I think it was all a ruse. If that's the way it happened, that man had those people. In my opinion, let me just say it that way. Colleen with the K, I cannot find your super sticker, but I see it at the top. So I'm scrolling up to see where I missed it at. I can't find it, Colleen, but thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. I don't see it in the chat. It probably went up already, but thank you for the super sticker. I just want to say thank you. Okay, one of the dogs was sick. What do you guys think happened? Oh, Paul was on FaceTime? Oh my God, please tell me Paul was on FaceTime. I just want to know, how did Alex know? How did Alex know to go to the kennel? Maybe he was talking to Alex. Maybe he was talking to the dad. But how did he know? Oh! I'm telling you, a dog was sick and Paul was on FaceTime. But who was he FaceTiming? Do we know? Did anybody know? Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that Ford Trans van. That is her van. I remember reading that. Oh, this is good. This is so good. Why do I get excited about murder cases? I don't know. It's not, it's just the intrigue. Wait a minute. The cop told Brian there was an area with nothing for miles and miles. Look there. The cop was talking too much. Oh, Tina Elaine. Hold on a second. Let me get. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. You're doing a great summarizing two cases at once. Thank you. What did my 361 say? She said, listen, the van was in her name. I know that. The van was in her name. I get it. But why wouldn't you take her somewhere to get her treated or check her out to make sure she wasn't in a manic state is what I was saying. That's all I was saying. Him, I don't give a shit about. Look at him. Did you see this guy? He looks creepy. He looks really creepy. I know the van was in her name, but I'm sure he had been driving it. They're on a cross-country trip. They came from Florida to Utah. She's not driving it by her damn self. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my 361. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, yes, that's when the couple was murdered. But now the police released a statement. Go look, it's like 4 hours ago that said that the double homicide has nothing to do with Gabby's disappearance. That's what the police are now saying. Maybe they're lying to us because, you know, they got other evidence, but that's the statement that they just put out. Oh, that's not the, well, you, okay, fine. It's not the cop's job. Fine. The cop was inexperienced. See, that's all I'm saying. If you get to a scene, okay, I understand the van's in her name. But if you guys just saw her, okay, let's look at that again. You guys just saw her. She was in a manic state to me. I mean, you know, she says she has OCD. Okay, let's finish just looking at it.
Is to just hang
Look at
out.
her.
The couple had been on a cross-country road trip since early July.
See, he was
However,
driving because she was
Petito's
taking
family
pictures.
has not heard from her since late August.
2 people went on a trip, 1 person returned.
That's right.
And that person that returned isn't providing us any information.
Look at
Laundrie
him.
is
Look
now
at
a
him.
person of interest in his fiance.
What is she seeing him?
Stephen Bertolino represents the Laundries.
On behalf of the Laundrie family, I hope that Ms. Petito is located and that she's reunited with her family.
Yesterday, Petito's family attorney, Rick Stafford, read a scathing letter from Gabby's parents addressed to the Laundries.
Gabby lived with you for over a year. She's going to be your daughter-in-law. How can you keep her location hidden? Please tell us where Gabby is located. Tell us if we are even looking in the right place.
As a search ramps up in Wyoming, Petito's father is desperate to find her.
Whatever you can do to make sure my daughter comes home, I'm asking for that.
Look at that beautiful young woman.
Investigators say they're not ruling out a connection between Gabby's disappearance and the murder of a
See,
couple family.
that's what they said then. But today they released a statement saying that they don't believe that that murder, that double homicide had anything to do with that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Colleen with the K. Okay, let me find that. Okay, see, that went by. I was looking. Colleen with the K. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the research you've done, Heidi. Thank you. Girl, I pull up stuff, I look at it, but I want you guys to see it too. So once I finish the live, I go back in and I put all the links in that I've used. So that's what I keep trying to do. But I'm just trying to think. So we have 2 cases, guys. And I haven't forgot about Crystal Rogers. I haven't forgot about Molly Tibbetts. That's another case that I'm working on. Kelly sent me a case today. There's a 9 and 10-year-old. The 10-year-old shot the 9-year-old over a dog, and now he's going to be locked up until he's 19. They charge it. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Hi, Whit. How are you? Welcome. Yes, he locked her out of her own van. Yes, he locked her out of her own van. Yes, another Chris Watts. Thank you. Another Chris Watts. So the protocol is one would go to jail for a cooling off period, but I guess they moved him to another place so they can cool off. He looks like the devil. He looks like he belongs in the Manson family. Oh my God. Yes, his eyes are really, really dark. Oh, damn. Whit says he definitely did it. What do you mean, dude? Look, imaginary world, dude. Okay, my 361 is on the road tonight. The devil is in his eyes. Oh my God. Yeah, see, that's what we need to know. Hold on. Let me go look and see, can I find that? Hold on, guys. Let me look. Let me see, can I find it? Brian. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Can I find it? Oh, it says he's missing. Oh, they say they haven't seen him in days. So the family says, ooh, 1 hour, 28 minutes ago. Hold on. Okay, 28 minutes ago, they're saying the parents of the Florida man who has been declared a person of interest in the disappearance of his fiancée told the police on Friday evening, they hadn't seen him since Tuesday. The police made the disclosure after the detectives went to the home in Northport, Florida, that the man Brian Laundrie and his fiancée Gabrielle had shared with Mr. Laundrie's parents. Oh my God. Mr. Laundrie's family had summoned the police to the home. They are now claiming they have not seen their son since Tuesday. It is another twist in the story for sure. That's what they're saying. They haven't seen him since Tuesday. And this was 28 minutes ago. Oh, yes. Okay. I said they had an altercation in the bar with the couple. I'm just telling you what the police reported about 4 hours ago, that it had nothing. Let me see. Can I find the article? Hold on a second. Let me see. Can I find this article again? Okay. Hold on. Let me see. What did the police say? Okay. Let me find it so I can read it. They're saying that the double homicide has nothing to do with her disappearance. They had an altercation. I know that. Okay, the sheriff says there is no link. Hold on, let me play it. The sheriff says there's no link between Gabby Petito case and the deaths of the newlyweds. That's what the sheriff is saying. Officials have found no link between the case of the missing 22-year-old New York and the unsolved murders of two women, the Grand County Sheriff's Office said Friday. Police were investigating a potential link between the two after Gabby disappeared in Utah, where Crystal Turner, 38, and Kaylee Schulte, 28, were found dead. So they're saying there's no connection anymore. I'm only going by what they said. Yeah, so they said they had an altercation, but now they're saying that there is no link between her disappearance and the double homicide. So you've been watching footage all day. Do you want to come up? Because I can drop the link. Okay, you can't deal, but the cops are saying there is no link. Let me look. Here's the article. Let me show you the article real quick so you don't think I'm crazy. Hold on. Let me share it. You told me you can't deal. I'm only telling you what the cops said. I'm sorry. So let me bring it up. Sheriff says, you see that? The sheriff says there is no link between Gabby case and the deaths of the newlyweds. I'm only going by what the sheriff said. Now, maybe the sheriff was lying to us. I don't know. But that's what they're saying. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing, but you are so frustrated. Oh my God. So you figured he killed those two. Gabby knew about it, and then he off her. So the sheriff is alive. Could be. Maybe he's not saying it because he doesn't want us to know anything yet. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's not telling us everything because he wants to make them feel comfortable. Just like this whole thing with Alex. I believe they're going to charge this man. I think he actually killed Maggie. I'm sorry, Maggie's family, but I think he did something to Maggie because she knew what happened to Stephen. And if he didn't kill her, he had Curtis to do it. And I can't wait till Curtis starts singing. Yep. Yep, neither case is solved. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. But maybe because you know how they plant false stories out there in the public to give, to put a twist so nobody will know what's really coming at them. I think, yes, I think Alex killed. Yes, I think there's a lot more that's probably going to come out, guys. I really think there's a lot more that's going to come out because those are just the four and the attempt on him that we know about. Just think this family has been a prominent figure in their government system since for 87 years. Just think how many people could they have actually did something to? Oh, there is Wit. Hold on, guys. Oh, damn, I got my cocktails with Heidi behind me. Wait a minute. We're not having cocktails. Let me get that. All right, Wit.
This is the wildest thing I've heard in a really long time. I really just genuinely can't get over this entire situation. And now he's missing, and he's been missing since Tuesday, and y'all are just telling them now?
Ooh, since Tuesday.
He's been missing since Tuesday. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, he's the only witness, and he's the only person that has any idea of what happened to her. So if he's been missing since Tuesday, in my mind, Heidi, it says that one of two things is going on. Either he fled and he's going somewhere where he cannot be extradited.
I think the family flew him out. Yes, I do. Or he left. Yep.
Or he, did the big S word or something. You get what I'm saying? Those are the two things the only two things that make sense at this point. And here's the thing is, they need to hold these parents accountable too, because they're accomplices to this crime.
Especially the dad.
Like, you just are not, like, he's a person of interest. Like, and I understand that he can still travel if he's a person of interest. But in the same token, like, you really shouldn't be doing that because you made yourself look suspect in the first place because you weren't saying anything. And now you're just MIA for 3 days.
You know what? Look, my 361 is typing crazy stuff. Not crazy stuff, but she's typing in bits. If you just bring your butt up and turn your camera off, you can say what you have to say. Because I can't keep trying to track what you're typing to me in the chat.
My 361, you should come up.
Ooh, wait a minute. Neighbors saw him walking away 2 hours before the police arrived. So they lied. So he hasn't been missing since Tuesday. So they lied to the damn police.
I feel like there's some really weird, sketchy stuff going on here. I feel like there is something really fundamentally weird going on here. Even when you look at, somebody mentioned Chris Watts in your chat, and that was literally the first thing that I saw.
I did too.
But at least Chris Watts talked to the cops. You can't even get this guy to talk to the cops.
Nope.
He can't be inconvenienced.
My 361 says she's losing it. Please come up in the chat. Please come up in the chat. Or I tell you what you can do. Well, I need to go get my earpiece. Because if you don't want to type it in the chat, you can talk it into here. I can put my earpiece in and I can hear what you're saying. Hi, Crystal. So, and thank you, Nicolette. I really appreciate that. I saw what you said. Thank you. I didn't want to just glance over it. Thank you so much. But so what do we think? So the parents are lying because somebody said they saw him walk away 2 hours before the cops arrived. So do we think that they're trying to get him out of the country, or no, he walked away? So he wasn't driving. But they said they hadn't seen him since Tuesday. How big is this damn house?
That's what's weird to me. It's very conflicting. Everything about this case has been incredibly conflicting, and you can't tell me the cops didn't drop the ball. And that's the local police department and the FBI.
I'm done. She's in a YouTube witness protection program. Oh, wait a minute. So Renee said, but I'm telling you, he was heard by Paul's friend before they were shot. He said not enough for a murder. Oh my God. Oh, Renee. Girl, I didn't realize we had so many people from this little small town in South Carolina. Seriously. Oh my God.
I haven't been keeping up with that case, if I'm being completely honest.
Girl, this is the case. Both of these are the cases right now.
I've heard
Brian
like bits
totally
and
knows what
pieces of it, but I haven't been keeping up on it.
Okay, let me get my earpiece. Hold on a second. I need to put my earpiece in my ear, and then you can voicemail me and I'll just repeat what you're saying. Let me go get my earpiece because this one died. Excuse me, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. I is back. Okay, I got my earpiece on. Let me make sure everything is up and running. So when you leave me a message. Okay, hold on. Let me connect it. Okay, got it. So let me hear what you got to say. I'm sorry, guys. She's in YouTube jail. All right, I'm good to go. So whenever you're ready. All right. So, all right. What else do you think is going on?
I don't know. I'm like pretty sure she's no longer alive.
Well, yeah.
Like this, I have like this very sinking feeling about this situation, and it's like as time goes on, it just progressively gets worse.
So, because they were saying that but the Bears and whatever. No, I think he did something
to do with any Bears. I can almost guarantee you that. This was not about Bears.
Oh my God, Maria. Hi, Maria. I've never witnessed someone's constitutional right being protected. Oh my God. Oh, welcome back, Jay. Welcome back. Thank you, et cetera, et cetera. I appreciate it. Okay, my 361. You had me go get my damn headset. But we can discuss Gabby because she's actually missing and nobody cares about old Alex. Okay, you solved the case with Alex. Okay. So where do you think he's going to? Because somebody said the neighbor saw him 2 hours before the police got there. What do you think the family's up to?
So I haven't heard that yet, with the exception of this chat. So I would have to double check and see like when that was updated.
Okay, let me go look. Let me see.
Because the last thing I heard was that it was Tuesday. And with that being said, like he could easily go to a country where he's not going to be extradited. You know what I'm saying? But okay. I also don't think his family's particularly wealthy either. Okay. So I think it would be hard for him to maintain any type of a lifestyle, even if he went away. Like, I mean, he'd kind of be like SOL once the money ran out, you know?
Okay, I'm checking this article. All right, I don't see anything on that article. Okay. So they're in Florida. Mm-hmm. She's not alive. Hi, Gwen. She hasn't called her parents. She is not alive. Even if she didn't have her. Okay, here's the question. Have they tried to ping her cell phone?
That's what I was wondering. I want to know about all the CCTV in that area during that time. I want them to ping her cell phone to figure out the last known spot that she was in. Also, these weird like Instagram posts that are like uncharacteristic of her tells me that like he's probably been in control of her phone for a while. Okay, also another thing. So I've been doing the whole like internet sleuthing thing with this entire situation because I'm like legit obsessed with what happened. Like I just want to figure out what happened. And there's something on TikTok that there was like this psychic, and obviously psychics could go either way and maybe it's not credible, but there was this psychic that woke up on September 10th and had a dream about Gabby and put coordinates to the Burning Man headquarters, and then wrote down a small area that's about 20, like the name of a small area that's about 20 minutes from there. And they said that, and he said something along the lines of like he burned her and because she was having an affair. And I mean, that's obviously not credible, but I thought that was interesting that somebody would have that entire insight.
Okay, so my 361, and so Gabby's mom said the last time she actually FaceTimed with her was the 24th or the 25th. She couldn't remember. So my 361 is saying she was gone the night of the 25th because he was someplace at a bar. As I remember, she was telling me he was at a bar someplace, and some police officer or an old police officer saw him. He was pretty nervous. And yeah, I think that's what she told me earlier. Hi, sweetie. Oh, earthquake damage. What? Wait a minute, Jean. Oh my God, keep me updated, sweetie. He thinks he might have taken a battery or the chip out. But drop the link. Thank you. Thank you, my three. Thank you. You're out of YouTube jail now, okay? Let me drop this damn link. I'm tired of trying to read. Come on up. You're out of YouTube jail. We have released you. Come on up.
There's like a lot of really interesting theories on Reddit, though. There's all different types of theories.
See, I don't go. I don't go to Reddit.
I do like Reddit and
prayers.
I do Reddit and TikTok, and then I watched on TikTok Live. I watched all the footage of them, like when they were out front. Sorry,
guys, let's all just say a prayer for Jean, please. Reddit is a joke. Now, if someone sends me a link to something, I go look. I got a link to something today, and I'm not even going to talk about that because I said I was going to be good. I'm going to be real good.
I mean, I really like the podcasts that are covering it right now. Like, there's a podcast that's called Going West, a true crime podcast. And it's super good, and it's covering a lot of the stuff, and they're updating in real time.
Well, I don't know, but I don't look at, I'm serious. I don't look at too many other podcasts. I really don't. Did you guys see the TikTok from the girl that picked Brian up and gave him a ride? He was alone and said he was camping alone. No, and I don't go to TikTok, but I guess I need to start going to TikTok.
TikTok is where it all comes out quick.
He did tell the police he didn't have his cell phone. Then later in the video, the officer asked for his phone number, and he pulled the phone from his pocket. What? Wonder if that was Gabby's phone. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What I really want to know is if this did happen, if it was intentional or unintentional, because I could see it going either way with
I think they probably got into an altercation, like she was slapping him earlier, and she's manic, she's OCD, and I think maybe he was, you can put your hand there and it could have been by accident, but he called his dad. His dad flew to where they were.
What? Well, I could also see too, when you're in when you're in state parks like that, you're surrounded by rocks and hiking trails and things like that. I could see like maybe a push happening and maybe she fell and hit her head.
Okay. Marie says, well, that story is off now with the most recent news report on him missing. Okay. No female officer went and got Gabby's stuff from the van. Nope, Gabby was left with the van, but he drove the van back to Florida. He drove the van back. Where is Gabby? You turn back, you go back to Florida in the van that's in her name. Where is she?
He also didn't tell her family either. So they had absolutely no idea.
How did he get her keys? Well, he probably had a set. Miranda Baker is her name. She gave a good story about him panicking when she brought up a location. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I can't.
Oh, am I here?
Yes, random woman.
Well, hi. Hello.
I can't. Okay. Yes. Tell us what you have to say, random woman.
I don't know. Tell me what you have to say, Heidi Black.
Oh,
what did
Gabby?
I?
What are your feelings on Gabby? Tell us about the bar story. So tell us about the bar, about the episode at the bar.
Which one?
The one when our ex-cop or retired cop or off-duty officer saw him.
Okay. So
okay.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, they hear you just fine, random woman.
I'm just a random woman out here living my best life, doing my thing. Don't mind me. Anyways, so once upon a time, there was this random countrified ex-police officer that found himself in a bar in Montana. And he was sitting there with this lady, and they were like, this dude's weird. And his lady friend was like, he's really weird. And she's freaking out. So she wanted to escape. So eventually they left the bar. And when they left, they were looking behind them because they thought this freaking weirdo was going to come after them. But let me tell you what happened while they were sitting there. So they were sitting there and they were talking. And I guess they were having some conversation, like good old country folks do, because he's in freaking Montana with a bunch of hunters. I don't know why this struck him as odd, but he encountered some country people that like to hunt, and he was like making snarky comments, and so the guy was like, well, where the hell are you from? And he's like, New York. And he's like, well, I don't know what you expect when you come to Montana, but all you're going to get is a bunch of country people and people that like to hunt. And I thought that was funny. But he kept staring at him, freaking them out, right? What really freaking the dude out was freaking the woman out, but really bad, to the point where she wanted to leave. And she was afraid when she left that he was going to follow him, freaking her out. I'm like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel. So there we go. What else you want to hear?
Okay, so what is your theory? Okay, tell them what your theory is that happened between Gabby and Brian.
What do you mean? Well, I think she knew too much that he had done. I think he had done killed that lesbian couple, and I think she knew about it, and he had to get rid of her.
So do you think that's why she was so manic?
Yeah, I think she was freaked out. But
why would she tell the police when the police pulled up?
Well, because you have to look at the timeline. When that domestic call happened, the couple hadn't been killed yet.
the couple hadn't been killed yet, or they hadn't been found yet?
They hadn't been killed yet, I don't believe.
But they were killed.
Well, they were killed, but I don't think they had been at that point. I'll have to go check the timeline.
The domestic dispute was on August 12th, and
on August 12th.
They were killed on the 13th, and I believe their bodies were found
exactly.
on the 8th.
Okay, so it was the next day. So she didn't freak out because of that. She was just freaking out.
She was freaked out, and I think he was escalating. So I think what was happening, what you're witnessing, is his behavior escalating. So he was getting more and more frustrated. I don't know if they ran out of money. I don't know if he robbed. I don't know. I know that they had an encounter in a bar, and that couple ended up dead. Okay, and that was a day after the domestic dispute. And then you follow the timeline after that, and it just makes you. It was like he was planning to just get rid of her out of his life. I mean, he flew back and got rid of all of her belongings. Like, what is that? It's just weird.
But
I mean, I could go on and on.
Okay, so the police went to the house today. Yeah, it's still today.
Yes.
And they removed items from the house. But they're not telling anybody what they removed. But it was supposedly some of Gabby's stuff.
Well, I mean, okay, so I don't know anything about what they. I was watching it. I don't know what they actually removed, but I know in a statement that her parents put out, they're like, "Where's Gabby's stuff?" If he flew back home mid-trip to move stuff of hers out of that house, where is her stuff? That's all they have left of their baby girl. She is gone. They are clinging to anything that they have. How dare they keep that from her? You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. It's just, oh my God, it breaks my heart.
But they still trying to talk about they want to bring her home safely. This young lady is not, girl, if she shows up, I'm going to be for it.
Well, the only reason,
and well.
The only way I could see this happening is if she witnessed what happened to that other couple and she said, F the van, I don't care, and ran for her life and tried to make it on her own. But I still believe she would have found a way to contact her family. That's why I don't believe that it just don't make no sense.
Because even if you run, okay, even when you're in all of these trails and you're on these mountains and you run, there are mountain rangers all over the place. They've got little. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think this woman's going to show up in one piece.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
And I hate to say that, but when I read this story the other day, Mike, I'm serious. I had like this thing in a pit of my stomach. It was just like bile. I was like, this isn't good.
No, and the fact that they haven't seen him since Tuesday and they're just now reporting
That's so weird.
There's like some serious complacency going on in the
That is some weird. That is so weird. How did they not know? Like, that's freaking weird, dude. I'm sorry.
And I was trying to look at the house. That's what I was looking for, a picture of the house to see how big this house is, where you haven't seen your son since Tuesday, but he and Gabby were living with you. How did you not? Come on now.
It's like
they're covering for him because his own daggum daddy helped him move all her stuff out of that house while he was on the freaking trip. He got back to Gabby on the 24th. On the 25th, he was at the bar without Gabby, according to a witness. So he got back and he got rid of her with a quickness. And then he started heading back home with that van. So he went back to wherever she was at and then got rid of her and came back with the van. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay, we got it. We're going to keep tracking it. But one more thing before we get out of here, guys. I'm going to tell you, Robert Durst was found guilty today of the Red Drum of his friend Susan Bierman, but we still don't know what happened to his wife. Have no idea. We know he killed, was it Joe Black here or Rob Black? His last name was Black. He was dressed as a woman living in Galveston. Supposedly, Black was always flirting with him, came in, tried to assault him. He said he shot him and whatever else, but then he cut the body up, threw it in the Galveston Bay, and he was acquitted here in the state of Texas because they couldn't determine the cause of death, even though he told you what he did. So, okay. So Jean Wilson says that she and her family are okay. They're checking for structural damage to their home. She said the Epic Center was less than a mile from us. So they were basically right there when that earthquake hit. So she just wanted everybody to know that she and her family are okay. But Robert Durst, then his story was today, well, when he was on the stand, is that he went to Susan's house to spend time with her. When he got to her house, he used the spare key to open the door, and then he saw her laying on the floor. He's never ever told this story that way before. He saw her laying on the floor. He ran to where she was in the bathroom, and he started calling her. Then he left, went to a payphone, was going to call the police. Yes, he does look like a skeleton, but he was a nice looking man, before then. But now he's been locked up ever since they brought him back from New Orleans. So he ran to the thing, found a payphone, was going to call the police. Then he decided his voice was too recognizable. So then he wrote them a letter to tell them that she was in Beverly Hills and there was a body. Well, a cadaver. Really, Robert? Really, Robert? I watched the Jinx. You never ever said that before. You never ever said that. You never said that when you were questioned by the police all those years ago, Robert. You're 78 years old. Maybe his memory is gone. So I don't know.
It might be.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm serious. I've been following all kind of cases. Yes, but Robert Durst was found guilty today. So hold on. Let me just get this for you real quick so I can play this. And then I'm going to get out of here because I have to take my butt to bed so I can get up and be ready to go in the morning. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Let me make sure this is full screen.
Heidi, I'm going to log out, but I hope you have a good night.
Okay, thank you, sweetie. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's see. Let me do this. Make it loud.
Late-breaking news. Robert Durst is found guilty of murder.
Durst was not in the courtroom this afternoon as the verdict was read. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell live with more details on the end of this case that many have followed very closely. Amy.
Mark and Giovanna, in his closing argument, Robert Durst's attorney had appealed for the jury to acquit him, describing him as sick and elderly. Today, he was convicted of murder.
What's wrong with her neck?
The jury in the above entitled action finds the defendant, Robert Durst, guilty of the crime of first-degree murder of Susan Berman. In violation of Penal Code Section.
Jurors finding Durst guilty after 3 days of deliberations. The New York real estate heir was not in the courtroom for the reading of the verdict. He is in isolation after being exposed to COVID-19. Durst, seen in video recorded earlier, was convicted of murdering his longtime friend, Susan Berman, in her Benedict Canyon home 2 decades ago. The 78-year-old spent 14 days on the witness stand, insisting he had no involvement in Berman's execution-style slaying, claiming during testimony that he wrote a letter to police after finding Berman's body while using a key she had sent him to enter her home. The charges against Robert Durst included special circumstance allegations of murder while lying in wait and murder of a witness. His sentencing is scheduled for October 18th.
He's going to die before then. But anyway, that is the story on Durst. Now, I don't know if you guys followed this case. Hi. He looks like he's near death. But his wife went missing. way back when he said that she was still at Martha's Vineyard, and he went back to New York. And Susan, his wife's name was Susan too. His best friend's name is Susan. He was giving Susan Berman all this money, and I don't know if you knew who she was. Her dad was part of the MAFIA. She was what you would call MAFIA princess. So, and she was writing a book. They try to make it sound like they actually put out a hit on her because of the book that she was writing. But she was living in a home, sleeping on the floor, on a mattress on the floor. She really had no furniture in the house. Robert was always giving her money, and she was always calling him for money. And I'm thinking he got tired of sending her money. And, but if you guys have not watched The Jinx, it was on HBO. You need to watch The Jinx. Ooh, Married at First Sight UK season 6 on YouTube. Partner swapping had met. Okay, we were talking about that yesterday. I would do that. Hi, Sassy Susie. Wait a minute. Is Sassy Susie here? No, it's just hi, Susie. Hi, Sassy. Sassy Gamer Girl. Okay. Okay, I'm going to check that out on YouTube. Somebody was telling me, Debbie, about that yesterday. But anyway, guys, we have covered 1 missing, 4 murders, attempted murder, conviction of a murder that happened. So this is what I be doing. I be checking up on all these trials and everything. So I want to say thank you all for being here. I want to say, guys, have a great weekend. Be safe out there. I will see you guys when I get back. I should be doing a turnaround trip, so I should be back Monday. So I will not be covering Love After Lockup. If I do it, it'll be from New Orleans. So I'll have to take my laptop, but I'll have to watch it before I leave. So, Life After Lockup. So I would have to watch it before I leave, and then I can actually go live. Oh, I can go live from my phone, but I'll watch it probably tonight or tomorrow morning, or I'll just listen to it and see what happens. But other than that, okay, CNN is reporting on what? Are they reporting on Robert Durst? Are they reporting on Robert Durst? Oh, damn it. Hold on. CNN. Okay, Don Lemon is on. Okay. All right. Well, I got a commercial right now. Damn it. CNN. Okay. I have a commercial. But all right. So, yes, I'm taking Daddy back tomorrow. Clint is here. He and Daddy have been watching Westerns in the living room. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go have a conversation with my dad and just spend some time with him, even though we got a long road trip. But I just want to sit back because when I'm driving, I'm not really going to drive. But when I'm driving, I like to pay attention to the road because they already say I speed. But I will talk to you guys when I get back. Thank you for everyone being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you to all the members. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the non-members. Guys, if you're interested in joining the channel, it's on my YouTube page. You can join. You don't have to join if you don't want to. The only members only I will be doing is the book club for right now until we come up with something else. But we're going to have fun. And these are the cases. And thank you so, so much for being here. And this was Murder Friday. I like it. It was True Crime Friday. And I hadn't even planned it. I just got tired of looking up all of this stuff. And I'm reading it and I'm making notes and I'm writing everything down. I said, you know what? Let me just go live and discuss all of this. So I will see you guys. If I don't see you tomorrow, I would definitely. Matter of fact, on a road trip, I'm going to figure out how to turn. I'm probably going to go on IG so I can take you on my road trip, especially when I get closer to my hometown. I can let you see what LaPlace looks like 2 weeks after a hurricane. So I can do that. I can do that. So I will be going down that way. And I need to contact Regina as well because I'm going to let her know I'm coming through. But I am going through. Wendy, if you get this and you see it, hit me up on my IG. Let me know where you're at, because I would like to meet you while I'm down there. No Gabby. Okay, they still haven't found Gabby. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Everybody have a good night. I will talk at you later. Bye, guys. Be safe. Bye. Oh, let me get out of here. I'm trying to find my music, guys. You know I'm kind of slow tonight.